In a Hollywood ecosystem dominated by massive egos, artificial drama, and greedy millionaires, one man stands completely untouched by the fame trap: Keanu Reeves. From giving away his Matrix fortune to total strangers to taking the subway like a regular guy, here are 30 heartwarming and badass reasons why the entire world is utterly obsessed with him. And reason number 12 will make you respect him forever. 1. After making a fortune from the Matrix sequels, Keanu gave away an estimated $75 million of his back-end pay to the visual effects and stunt teams. He even personally bought brand new Harley-Davidson motorcycles for the entire stunt crew to show genuine respect for their dangerous labor. 2. Despite having a net worth of hundreds of millions, Keanu regularly rides the public subway in New York City. A viral video caught him quietly, standing up and offering his seat to a female passenger with heavy baggage, without asking for any cameras or publicity. 3. Inspired by his sister's fight with leukemia, Keanu secretly founded a private, charitable foundation that donates millions to children's hospitals and cancer research. He deliberately kept his name off the foundation so the focus stayed entirely on saving lives. 4. Fans noticed a brilliant trend in photos where Keanu poses with female fans and co-stars. He gracefully hovers his hands behind their backs without touching them, showing total physical respect and establishing comfortable boundaries before it was ever a trend. 5. Back in 1997, paparazzi spotted Keanu sitting on a curb in Hollywood, sharing drinks and snacks with a homeless man. He spent hours hanging out, listening to the man's life story, treating him with total human dignity without any media team present. 6. Unlike actors who rely heavily on CGI and double stunt teams, Keanu spent months undergoing intense military-grade tactical training for John Wick. He can clear live-fire gun courses faster than many professional operators, making him an absolute weapon on set. 7. Keanu endured unimaginable personal tragedies, losing his best friend River Phoenix to an overdose, his child who was stillborn, and the love of his life in a car crash. Yet, instead of becoming bitter, he converted his deep grief into endless compassion for others. 8. On the set of John Wick 4 in Paris, behind-the-scenes cameras caught Keanu manually picking up heavy equipment bags and lighting gear, walking them up a massive stair flight alongside the tired production crew. He refuses to treat crew members like subordinates. At the wrap party for his film Daughter of God, security didn't recognize him at the door. Instead of pulling a celebrity status card or throwing a scene, Keanu patiently waited 45 minutes out in the freezing rain until someone finally let him into his own event. 10. To celebrate wrapping John Wick 4, Keanu took his entire four-man stunt team out to a fine dining dinner in Paris and presented each of them with personalized, highly rare Rolex Submariner watches engraved with unique thank you messages. 11. Stories flood the internet constantly of fans bumping into him at airports or gas stations. Keanu never rushes them away. He sits down, engages in deep conversations, signs every poster, and takes photos until every single fan leaves happy. 12. When Stephen Colbert asked him, "What do you think happens when we die?" Keanu gave a stunningly deep response that left the host completely speechless. He simply said, "I know that the ones who love us will miss us." An answer that went viral globally. 13. When a female fan's car broke down on a highway near Los Angeles, Keanu pulled over his motor vehicle, tried to jumpstart her engine, and when it failed, drove her 50 miles out of his way to her destination, even paying for her rental vehicle. 14. When a commercial flight he was on made an emergency landing in Bakersfield, Keanu didn't order a private limousine. Instead, he boarded a public van with ordinary stranded passengers, entertaining them by reading fun facts about California and playing local music. 15. To ensure producers could afford hiring iconic actors like Al Pacino in The Devil's Advocate and Gene Hackman in The Replacements, Keanu voluntarily took massive pay cuts worth millions from his own salary, just so he could act alongside legends. 16. Keanu channeled his passion for riding into founding Arch Motorcycle, a boutique custom motorcycle company. Rather than just lending his celebrity face, he actively designs, tests, and rides every model to perfection. 17. While driving to a movie set in Louisiana, Keanu passed a yard sign that read, "You're breathtaking." He pulled his car over, jumped out onto the grass, and signed his name on the sign, surprising the family who lived there. 18. At the E3 video game convention, when an audience member shouted, "You're breathtaking!" during his Cyberpunk 2077 reveal, Keanu instantly yelled back, "You're breathtaking! You're all breathtaking," creating an unforgettable viral internet culture moment. 19. While working on movie sets, Keanu regularly insists on learning the real names of every builder, electrician, and cleaner. On multiple productions, he bought expensive lunch for the entire construction crew every single day out of his own pocket. 20. When a groom met Keanu at a UK hotel bar and casually invited him to his wedding reception. Later that evening, Keanu actually showed up. He took photos with the newlyweds, chatted with guests, and made their wedding day completely legendary. 21. A young movie theater worker was too shy to ask Keanu for an autograph and didn't have paper. Realizing this, Keanu bought an ice cream cone he didn't even want, signed the back of the receipt, and handed it to the teenager before throwing the ice cream in the trash. 22. For decades, despite being Hollywood's biggest action star, Keanu didn't own a mansion. He lived in rental apartments and hotel rooms, wearing the same simple clothes for years, proving that material luxury means nothing to his spiritual sanity. 23. His iconic role as John Wick resonates globally because his genuine, real-life love for animals shines through the screen. Off-camera, Keanu is deeply protective of animal welfare and treats his canine co-stars with immense patience and care. 24. Beyond acting, Keanu co-created and wrote the best-selling comic book series, BRZRKR. The graphic novel became a record-shattering Kickstarter success, proving his creative storytelling vision extends far beyond cinema frames into publishing empires. 25. Directors from Chad Stahelski to Lana Wachowski constantly praise his superhuman work ethic. Keanu shows up hours early, memorizes every line, executes 90% of his own high-risk stunts, and never complains no matter how brutal the filming conditions get. 26. When a 9-year-old boy ran up to him at a book signing and said, "I'm your biggest fan," and Keanu didn't just nod. He crouched down to eye level, asked the boy his name, and engaged in a genuine, enthusiastic 3-minute conversation about video games. 27. While he could comfortably survive on massive blockbuster paychecks alone, Keanu continuously champions low-budget independent films. He frequently takes minimal pay to star in indie projects purely to help visionary new filmmakers get their projects funded. 28. When paparazzi photos of him eating a sandwich alone on a park bench became the immortal, sad Keanu internet meme, he didn't sue or complain. Instead, he embraced the humor with self-aware grace, later referencing it playfully in his comic book. 29. In an industry obsessed with youth and toxic dating patterns, Keanu's relationship with artist Alexandra Grant won hearts globally. They share a mature, deeply supportive, and authentic connection, built on artistic intellect and mutual respect away from Hollywood vanity. 30. Ultimately, Keanu Reeves is the living proof that supreme success and genuine humility can coexist in Hollywood. He remains an unstoppable force of kindness, martial arts excellence, and pure, unfiltered humanity. What is your absolute favorite Keanu Reeves moment? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more stories. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next reveal.